Hey guys, Swiftclaws here, and this is a guide on how to complete the EXO Zombies Infection Easter egg. And for the first step, what you're going to want to do is you're going to need to find these 4 water valves that are around the map, and they were on these panels in the sewer. You're going to see all the locations that we know of at the moment on the screen. See, there's a water valve, that's what they look like. You just hold square on them and they should turn, and then you need to just find the other 3 and do the same for them. But there's one down here on the lower level, and then you go up the stairs, and there's one on the right. But some of these are in really, really difficult places to find because, like, say, there are some that are right in the corners where you wouldn't be able to see them unless you go right up close to them. It's like there's one through here, I think, in the corner. Yeah, there's one of the really dark ones. But there could be more locations, but we don't know if there is any more locations. But if you can't find any of the valves in the locations that we showed, then there probably is a place that we haven't found yet. But I think there's one, yeah, there's one that you probably have to jump up for there on the lower level. And there's one by the ladder here. And you go up the ladder, and I think that's all of them in this room. Yeah, and then you go through here, and there's one through here there on the wall. And there's another one on the wall to the left, but we'll come back to that later because I didn't see it that time. And there's one here on the wall. And they're basically just scattered all around the sewer area on the ceiling and on the wall. So I think that's all of them in this area. And then go to the next area, and there is some on the wall there. There's one there, and there's 4 in this room, which it could be on. I mean, if you find 2 of them in here, then you're probably a bit lucky because then you don't have to go around searching for all of the other ones. But there's 4 locations there on the wall, as shown. And then through the next room, there is 4 on the ceiling here, I think. But there's one there on the wall. No, the ceiling ones are in the next room. Sorry. They're on the ceiling here. There's 3, I think, on the ceiling they could be in. Yep, there's the 3rd one. And then there's 1 or 2 in the water here on the floor, or on the wall in the floor. There's one there. See, they're in dark places, so you can't see them sometimes. It's really difficult. But you just have to look closely. And then there's one on the wall there, and I think there's one more on the wall opposite there. So then we come back to the one that I missed earlier here. Yeah, there's the one on the wall, and then we just hold square, and it should be done, and a bit of steam should come out. And then you go round to this hidden room, which now opens up behind the waterfall here, and there is a table where you just got to get this golden skillet, which is the next step. And what you're going to need to do is you need to get in the spawn area and get your exosuit and jump up and hold square on the golden skillet. Then you can come down to back to the room that we were just in and place the golden skillet on the table, and then it should sink into the ground. Just wait. There, it sinks into the ground. And then what you've got to do is basically kill a load of zombies and raise the blood that's on the floor. Look down there on the floor, there's blood, and you need to raise it up to the top. For step 3, as I said before, you need to kill zombies in this little circle area, and you just need to keep killing them until the blood on the outside rises up, and you'll be able to see in a second. Yep, there you go. Look, it's all risen up, and you can see it like floating around. And then you just keep killing them over and over again until the table in the middle rises up. It took us about 5 rounds to do it, so it can take a while, but there you go. It rises up, and then you need to pick it up once it rises up, like there, and then it should be on the bottom left of your screen, like it is there on my screen. And then you just go to the next step. For the next step, you need to take the skillet that you've just picked up, which is full of all the zombie souls and stuff, and then you come to this stove in the Burger Town, and you just hold square, or X if you're on the Xbox. And then for the next step, you need to collect this meat that is hidden around the map, which can take a while to find, but you just gather this meat and you put it onto the skillet that's on the stove. And I think there is one piece of meat in every area. That's what we've found anyway. See, there's one in all the different areas of the map, and there's 4 altogether that you need to find. But we've found a few locations, but we're not going to go through all of them because we found like so many locations. It just take ages to go through. But there you go. There's the final one being placed, so it all goes flat. For step 6, you need to get the magnetron gun and fire it at the meat until you hear a ding noise. And then for step 7, you need to find this bun and place it. By killing the zombies, you'll find the bun and you can just place it on the stove. But then once you've got the burger completed, you can pick up the burger and you have to take it down to the decontamination area, because when you pick it up, you get infected. And you just take it down here into the sewers, and you have to decontaminate yourself, but that also decontaminates the burger, so makes it a burger that's edible for Bubby, because that's who you're feeding the burger to. So next step. Once you've got the burger, which is decontaminated, you can feed it to Bubby now. So you need to go to Bubby and then spam square in his area to feed him the burger, and then he should give you a quote saying that his battery is low. So that's part of the next step. So for step 9, what you're going to want to do is you're going to come by this board here, and if you have 2 people, one person presses on the board when you are in this building, and then when he presses it, that should open, that little flap should open for a few seconds, and then you have to quickly grab the battery from it. And then you come over here to the petrol station area and you place the battery in that little socket there, and it should come up with a little charging sign above it, but the zombies will attack it, so you can't let them get close to it. But if they do bring it out, then you just go and pick it up and place it back in there again, and it should just carry on charging. You just leave it there for a while. Once the battery is charged, the charging station bit will flash blue, just the whole 4 bars will flash blue, and then you can pick the battery up and it will be red now instead. So then you come and place it over by Bubby, and then he will give you a key which is used for the next step. For step 11, you need to go to this burger on the top of Burger Town and you hold square. Now you've got the key and you should be able to get into it. And you can look around and everything, but you can't really do anything until you've done the next step. So we'll do that first. For the next step, you have to get this hand from the zombies by using the alligator trap. So what you do is you get the zombies to run around here in the water area, and you basically just get the trap going like all the time and keep doing that until a floating zombie hand should appear, and you can pick it up and use it for the next step. For step 13, you need to bring the hand to this little hand scanner thing here, and you hold square at the hand scanner, and then the door should open and you can pick up the security card. For step 14, which is the second to last step, what you need to do is you need to go back into the burger that you went in earlier and go to the main control panel bit, and you hold square, which should make the security card that you got go into the control panel area, and then you will be kicked out of the burger and it will start firing like sorts of like steam, and these little burgers will be like burger bombs will be thrown from the burger around the map. Like there's one, you can pick them up and throw them, and you can use them against the zombies. But then a countdown will start from 5 to 0, and then when it gets to 0, a rocket will come out the top of the burger and it will launch out into the sky, and then just before it launches off, everyone gets another burger bomb in their hand. But once that's done, then you can basically go back into the burger and pick up the card, which should now be green, and you can go back to Bubby. For the final step, you come back to Bubby and you put the card into his area where he's standing, and then he should come to life and you should get the achievement, which is Meat is Murder. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Please like, subscribe and comment if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.